So girls and autism, do you have a daughter or know someone who you think might be autistic or have no idea that they could be like autistic? So this is what we're going to be talking about today. I'm also going to be talking about the family history as well, and maybe how you can look through your family, because autism and all of these kind of like newer divergent and that it all seems to be like all link. Okay, so like autism, ADHD, dyslexia, dyspraxia, what was it, dysgraphia, and so many more. They can be all linked, and a person can have more than say one. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So back in June we had her education healthcare plan, and basically we feel that she could do a lot more better if she was in a specialist like a setting, and because she's not getting one-to-one support, she's in a group, a small one, and there's one or two, I think there's one TA to like a group of 4, and but if you sit down with her and you know teach her things and that, she can really do well. So I do think that, what was it, like a one-to-one or even a small class could do her really good. She's a smart little cookie, Rebecca, and we didn't really notice anything up until really this year. And so it was from her like education healthcare plan that we were saying that we think like secondary school mainstream would be really hard, and I tell you why. Just thinking about secondary school and the way that most of them are laid out, she's going to find it really hard to navigate around the school. Also, like the workload, what is expected of her. She probably won't get a one-to-one. I doubt whether she would get much like support, even though she would have the plan and they would say. I know too many parents who have been through this, and I'm not, and her dad is not willing to wait and for like the mainstream schools to fail her. There are schools out there which is absolutely fantastic, but in this area I don't think there like is. So we are going through a process like of say the diagnosis of autism and ADHD. We are also seeking support from the SEN like officer to get her like education healthcare plan. We had a review. We want really to have a emergency one and put a few like special schools, I say, down. We've been told that it depends on whether the schools can like meet her needs. Well, she hasn't got any behavioural issues, so that's a bonus. Personally, I've been looking on like the website and the policies and everything, and she does fit this particular like special needs school very well, and I think it would be good for her to go there. However, they have said that possibly a like a specialist unit would be better. The trouble with those is that they are attached to like a mainstream like a school, and I think, what was it, for me, I'd rather her just go to like a specialist like a school, because then she will make friends. There won't be any mickey taken, because kids can be really like nasty and that. And to be honest, I think that she would really like achieve so much more, say a specialist school, than she will in like a mainstream like a school. So this assessment anyway, we had her to go down to the Autism and ADHD Centre in Oxford, and basically they was in a room for like 90 minutes talking to Rebecca, playing with her, and then we had a 3-hour interview with another psychologist. That was just us. Actually, it was about 2 hours, asking us all kind of questions about Rebecca. A lot of them was about when she was 4 or 5, which was kind of like, oh my God, you know, can I remember, you know, a few years back? And lucky we could. I'm just glad she's not older. So anyway, so now we are waiting for the ADHD one, which is coming up next week, next Friday, I think, the last day of term. So after that, so that's for the ADHD, and after that we will know in January, like early on in January, and I will make a full video of whether she has got the diagnosis or not, and where do we go from here. So the signs in Rebecca then, now what was it? I think like girls can mask a lot. They can fit in really well because they can sit there and like, you know, copy what was it, you, but they are very good at it. You know, you don't really see it. Also, with a lot of girls, and boys with high functioning autism, take things really literally. So this is what we are concerned about with Rebecca. She's friendly. She can become friends with anyone, and she thinks that the whole world is friendly, and it's really hard to explain when someone like isn't friendly or they don't want to be friends, and she takes it to heart. And I understand this because this was like me when I was a child. Yeah, I always wanted to be friends. I always had a lot of friends when I was little, but like as a like adult, I'll probably only have like my husband. I got, what was it, a few like friends who were a little bit like myself, a bit like odd in places, maybe don't fit the norm. I got like my best friend, he's ADHD, probably got dyslexia, and I got a few other friends like that as well. There's nothing wrong with having like any of the conditions and that, and actually sometimes it can be a strength because we think outside the box. So like, for example, like I said to Rebecca, I'm dyslexic, and yes, I have trouble with reading and writing and stuff and pronouncing words. Funny that, because I had a speech impairment, so that was more to do with dyslexia than the speech, but they didn't pick it up back in like the 90s. Anyway, that's a whole nother video in itself. So we are going through this process. I think like Rebecca probably has a dyslexia as well. A lot of children can have more than say one, you know, and for Rebecca, because her learning is about 2-3 years behind, I do think that she has got it, but that's another test and the school won't do it, so probably have to pay for that, you know, at some point. So anyway, so that's about like the assessment. We will know more in January. Where we go from there, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Certainly, what was it, the communication, taking things literally, friendships, social like interaction, and that, being obsessed with, you know, games and certain kind of, say, Barbies and stuff can be, you know, one off of obsessions, but then it can be like other things as well. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I didn't really see it like in the past, where like, say, now I'm aware of it, I can. And I think this is when you have like a girl with autism, unless there's any kind of, well, I would say direct kind of sign, you know, like there's obviously like SA signs, like there was with Matthew. Of course Matthew's non-verbal, so you know, and they was like both delayed when they was babies as well, and her speech was delayed, but it did come when she was around about near 2. I think that we had more words, and that with Matthew, he's just beginning to really now at like age like 8 begin to say some words like mummy and daddy and that, and what was it? It's kind of nice to see. So 2 different, you know, say levels of autism. You know, you got Rebecca's like up here and Matthew here. I don't like to say low because I think it's a spectrum, and everyone who has it is unique, and I think we should celebrate it as well. We shouldn't kind of, you know, go, oh, my child's got autism. No, it should be celebrated just like any other newer divergent, yeah, said it, say person, including myself, because I'm dyslexia, I am dyslexic, and I have had a speech impairment, and being dyslexic means that sometimes I may not pronounce kind of words right because of the sounds and stuff like that, and that's all to do, so this tutor told me, to do with dyslexia. So yeah, and I'll probably like ADHD as well, and who knows, like some of the questions that we was asked about Rebecca, Darren and I kind of look, and later on, you know, kind of said, yeah, well, I related to that, so, but be you, never change. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a like and watch the videos here and this playlist here, and I will see you in those videos. Bye for now.